Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to round 2 orientation. Resurrection Challenge 2021 is underway. We'll get started here shortly. Let me get this thing shared around where it needs to be. If you'll bear with me just a moment. Give me just a minute. Hey, Patricia. Glad you're here. Let's see. We'll get this thing shared. Wow. Making our rounds. Okay. Looks like we got several people joining us tonight. Hey, Gina. Hey, Pamela, Patricia. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Polly. Good to have you guys with me. We'll just go ahead and get started. It seems to me that everybody wants to lose weight. Everybody I know wants to lose weight. They say, Jason, help me lose weight. And I say, I help people lose weight all the time. It's part of my ministry. It's part of what I do in my soul. It's part of what I do in my spirit. I'm a helper. I'm one of those people that some people call me a bleeding heart. It's real hard. I'd say almost impossible, but then I would be putting myself in the wrong category for me to give up on you. Okay, for me to give up on you. I give up on myself a lot, but I have great faith in other people, and especially those that are stuck in the miry clay. I'm reminded of a story where Jesus, y'all know who Jesus is. Jesus was prophesying, and he was doing his thing way back when. And Jesus decided he was going to take a detour to get from one part of Judea to another. And what he had to do is he had to slip through Samaria. And you see, back then, people didn't blend too much. See, back then, you judged people by the family you were involved with. Judge people by the color of their skin, maybe the color of their eyes, or just the way where the place that they were from. Not to mention the way that they acted. And Jesus went over to this place over in Samaria where way back before Jesus's time, there was a well dedicated to old Jacob. And Jesus went there and he found this Samaritan woman. This woman was no good person in her own mind. She'd been with many men. She was a woman of much sin. And Jesus went out of his way. I believe the whole story in the Bible was about how Jesus went out of his way. He looked past race. He looked past every single obstacle of the time. And he went and he found that woman. And he told her, he said, if you would have known who I was, you would ask me for living water. She even knew that there was a Messiah coming. That's when Jesus said, it is I am the one that you are speaking of. Boy, I don't know why I'm preaching tonight, but I'm excited. Listen, maybe you're out there and you're thinking Jesus has give up on you and everybody else has give up on you. Maybe you've give up on yourself. You think you've done something so bad. You've done every diet there ever was. You've tried every method there ever has been to turn your life around. Won't you just know that there's somebody out there that ain't give up on you? His name is Jesus. He's ready to meet you at the well and give you life everlasting, that water that never runs dry, right? Living water. He wants to fill you with living water and change you. He wants to change you. Oh, I need to get that off of me. I was supposed to say that this morning. Listen, when Jesus changes you, it's just like starting Shibboleth. If you got 1 foot in the water of trying to do something different and 1 foot not in the water, You don't have too good of an experience, Rebecca. That's just the way that it is. But if you want to have these weight loss results, I would tell you to get the master on board. Get old Jesus on board. He'll forgive you. Even if you don't forgive yourself, you'll want to be like that old woman at the well. You'll want to go and tell everybody, hey, there was a man that knew everything that I ever did, and he changed me, right? Okay, so if you give up on yourself, won't you try Jesus? Chabot does a weight loss and wellness program. And we ain't afraid to talk about Jesus. If you're watching this, you probably figured that out by now, right? All right, today I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I'm gonna talk to you now about the resurrection challenge we got going on. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share a little bit of success with you. So I talked to you about Jesus, told you forgive you, told you you could do the program just like him. Look here, I have 32 challengers with me right now that have said, all right, I want to have a new body. I want my old body to die, and I want to be raised up just like Jesus, resurrected into a new body. I'm going to walk differently this week since Monday. Today's Thursday. So these charts are showing you, pay no attention to the names. They're not important. They are important. They're super important. But what I want you to know is this is just 3 days of weight loss. We got 9.8 pounds, 8.2 pounds, 7 pounds, 6.4, 6 pounds, 5.4, 4.8, 4.6, 4.2, 4. The top 10 weight loss participants in 3 of this 5-day challenge have lost over 4 pounds. Now, maybe you're sitting there wondering, can I lose 4 pounds in 3 days? Well, this weight loss plan that we're following has worked for 1/3 of the participants at least that well. Now, don't forget, everybody doesn't weigh every day. Okay, everybody doesn't weigh every day. Some people start on Monday, and when they finish, they enter their weight, and then that's when we get a tally of how much weight they've lost. But the good news is the exact same plan that this crew's been doing is the same plan that this crew's going to be doing. This is the Resurrection Challenge Round 2 that you're participating in tonight. This little roundup is for Round 2, and orientation will start now. The first thing I'm going to show you guys, I think, is let's go with the rules. We'll go with the rules. So, sorry, hold on one sec. Let me get this out of the way. All right. My mouse is disappearing from me. Okay, so the challenge rules are easy. We're going to take in 64 to 128 ounces of water every day. That's Monday through Friday. So we're going to start on the 12th and end on the 16th. No, let's say this. We're going to start on the 12th and end when we wake up on the 17th. Okay, the 17th, we will not be doing the challenge anymore. So we're going to go through the 17th. You can drink more water if you want to, but 64 ounces to 128 ounces is plenty. I ask you to do your best not to drink water with your meals. Give your food 30 minutes to digest. This is because this challenge has some pretty hard to digest foods. I would like for your body to work extra hard to digest them, as opposed to you floating your food in your stomach and helping it digest. Okay. For maximum results, I ask that you eat the same breakfast for the first 5 days. Okay, there's only 5 days, Rebecca. So if you can just eat the same breakfast every day, the first 5 days, on the next 5 days will be done, and you can eat whatever you'd like. I ask you to limit salt intake. You may lightly salt your food. Okay, lightly salt your food. But if you're a heavy salter, is that the right word? If you salt your food heavily, let's do our best to go easy with the salt. Meals should be spaced apart 4 to 6 hours to give our digestive system a little bit of a break because, like I say, these foods are catabolic. They're hard to digest. You can snack on celery, cucumbers, or bell peppers between meals as needed. You may have black coffee or unsweet green or black tea anytime you would like throughout the day. For best results, I would ask that you add exercise. When I say to add exercise, what I'm meaning is for you to walk somewhere between 3,000 and 10,000 steps a day. Okay. That just basically means I don't want you to be sedentary. If you will move yourself from a still person to a person in motion, it will help with your weight loss. A person in motion should get more than 3,000 steps a day. You say, well, Jason, I moved and I didn't get 3,000 steps in. Well, your body didn't know you moved. I'm messing with you. For best results, daily exercise, don't cheat, right? Don't cheat. Just stick to the plan. It's only 5 days. If you choose to participate and you want to have some excellent results like the rest of my challengers, like me, I've had great results, then don't cheat. I can't cheat. You don't cheat either. Well, I could cheat, but I'm not going to get results like I need. You can have water. You can have water with lemon. Question that was asked, how much lemon can I put in my water? As much as you'd like. But let's just make sure that it's water still, okay? And you're not just drinking lemon. Green or black tea, as long as it's unsweetened, you're good. Black coffee, bio coffee, you can have up to 1 bio coffee a day. Or you may have 1 Coca-Ringa a day. Does that make sense? Let me say that again. You can have a bio coffee or a Coca-Ringa a day. Salad dressing, you can use lemon or lime juice so long as it's fresh. You can use MCT dressing, and I'm going to include a recipe for that. You can also use 0-calorie Walden Farm dressing. There's some other Shibboleth approved low-calorie dressings. If you'd like to use them, I will allow it. Okay, Skinny Girl was one that was asked about. Maybe you like Skinny Girl dressing. It's not going to hurt you. Just be sure to stay at or below 50 calories. Condiments. Look for low sodium seasonings. Okay, low sodium seasonings. Go with dry seasonings as much as possible. Fresh lemon or lime juice is always great for a condiment. Apple cider vinegar with the mother. I was told to remind you guys that they have dressed up apple cider vinegar with the mother at the store in several drinks that look like the container that holds the straight deal. We're looking for the straight deal, not the watered down drink. Black pepper is another great condiment for this challenge. If you have been challenging for round 1, you'll notice there's some changes here. A serving size on the challenge is as follows. Fruit, a 1/4 cup up to 1/2 cup. 1/4 cup up to 1/2 cup. Vegetables, a 1/4 cup up to 1 cup. Proteins inside the palm of the hand. Okay, for you folks that are wondering what's going on here, everybody eats off the same format. The format is as follows. Here it is. Catabolic breakfast. Your breakfast will be 1 serving of fresh fruit from the list that I will provide. I'm going to draw some on the board behind me. Okay. 1 glass, 8 ounces of Kroger Carb Master milk or fat-free Fairlife milk, or 1 cup of egg whites. You may also have, let me say this better, or you could have 1 cup of low-fat cottage cheese, or 1 cup of fat-free Greek plain yogurt. Okay, so we've got another serving, and then you've got black coffee. I'm going to put BC on there. And you may have a bio coffee with breakfast. Okay. Now, I'm going to stop sharing for a minute. What you just saw was a serving of fruit, a serving of protein, black coffee, and you could have a bio. as well if you wanted it. This would be plus. You don't have to have that. So breakfast is pretty simple, right? Coffee, protein, and fiber. I'm sorry, fruit. Coffee, protein, and fruit. All right, we're going to move on to what? Lunch. That's right. Lunch. Let me get this off the board. Give me just a moment. All right, lunch. Garden salad. Salad. Okay. Lime juice, lemon juice, no calorie Walden Farms dressing, or the MCT dressing that I'm going to supply for you. Choose 6 ounces of any protein. I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong place. Sorry, I'm in the wrong place. 1 serving of cooked vegetables. I'm going to go with cooked vegetables. Okay. 1 serving of a different cooked vegetables. Okay. Cooked vegetables. 1 serving of fresh fruit. 1 serving of fruit. And then you've got 2 to 4 ounces of protein. Protein. I'm going to stop here and let you see this because this should be helping, right? We've got a salad. These are going to be raw. Vegetables, category 2 vegetables, right? Raw. Cooked vegetable, cooked vegetable. These are category 2. These are vegetables off my list. You may choose vegetables off my list. Cooked vegetable, cooked vegetable. So these are going to be hot, cold, right? Raw. These are going to be cooked. And then you've got fruit. Okay, the fruit in the serving size. Listen, I'm trying to help here, okay? You can put this serving and this serving in your raw salad as well as your fruit if you want to, and it can all be in one place. I'm just giving you an idea of what goes where, okay? And then you got your protein. How many things are going to be consumed at lunch? 5 things. Can they be paired together? Make 3 things. Yes. Can they be paired together? Make 2 things. Can they be paired together? Make 1 thing. Yes, they can. Okay. Stay with me. All right, we're going to move on. Now, we're at dinner. Dinner, catabolic dinner. We're going to do it again, right? So we got a garden salad. Got our salad again. 6 ounces of any protein. Now, we've made a way for vegetarians and vegans to be able to do this challenge and be successful. If you want to change it up throughout the week and be vegetarian one day, vegan one day, you want to be a meat eater one day, you may eat off of any of this, okay? We've tried to make this thing as inclusive as possible. If you're doing the vegetarian or vegan substitute, instead of protein, you're going to be using 3/4 to 1 1/2 cups of category 6 beans. If you don't know what those are, they're chickpeas, black beans, white beans, northern beans, navy beans, red beans, pinto beans. All of these are going to qualify as category 6 beans. Or you can have 4 to 5 tablespoons of hemp hearts or hemp flakes. You can also substitute low-fat cottage cheese or Greek plain yogurt. That's going to be fat-free Greek plain yogurt as a protein source. So I'm going to put that up here. We've got a protein source. 1 serving of fresh fruit. Fresh fruit. 1 serving of cooked vegetables and a different serving of cooked vegetables. So we got cooked vegetables, cooked vegetables. Once again, I'm going to show you what I've drawn on the board. Once again, we've got the same makeup. Cooked vegetables, fresh fruit, a bigger portion of protein, and then our salad, okay? I typically like to take my fruit. I typically use berries. So I'll cut up 2, maybe 3 strawberries, put it on my salad. So that takes care of my fresh fruit and my salad. I'll take my cooked vegetable, and put it on the plate with my protein. Got a meal with a side salad. It's really that simple, okay? Let's go back to the guidelines. I'll try to get you out of here in the next just short little time here. The definition of a catabolic food is a food which contains so little energy that it takes more calories to digest the food than the food contains. The basic principle is the food should be low in calorie, high in fiber, low in carbohydrate, and low fat. It is the high fiber content which makes the body work hard to digest the food. Okay. Here is your food list. I've divided the top portion of this worksheet, this download is what it is, into two categories: high-grade catabolic foods and low-grade catabolic foods. The high-grade catabolic foods are going to be a little bit harder to break down than the low-grade catabolic foods. You may say, that doesn't make sense, Jason. You got blackberries and watermelon on the same side. Well, watermelon is mostly water. Okay, it's not that watermelon is actually harder to break down. There's just less of there's less sustenance there. So not only is it just breaks down really quickly. All right, so you got blackberries, blueberries, cantaloupe, grapefruit, lemons, limes, oranges, Bartlett pears, plums, raspberries, strawberries, and watermelon. You also have apples, cherries, grapes, honeydew, and tangerines. Here's some vegetables that are on the list: artichoke, asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, carrots, celery, cucumbers, tomatoes, eggplant, lettuce, peppers. There's the bell peppers, radishes, spinach, sweet potato, zucchini, and kale. Notice that I put calories beside these. I will explain that momentarily. Green beans, beets, cabbage, cauliflower, garlic, onions, red cabbage, turnips, and string beans. All of what I just mentioned is 1 cup. Okay, all of what I just mentioned is 1 cup. Okay, so 1 cup of oranges is 88 calories. 1 cup of tangerines, 103 calories. 1 cup of sweet potato, 125 calories. 1 cup of celery, 19 calories. Okay. Shellfish, we're going with 6 ounces now. 6 ounces. Everybody with me? Crab, scallops, lobster, mussels, clams, prawns, and shrimp. Lean protein, we're going with 6 ounces. 6 ounces, flounder, tuna, pork tenderloin with the fat trimmed away. If you leave the fat on it, it's going to count as a protein plus fat, but I digress. Chicken breast, salmon, turkey breast, Greek plain yogurt. This is fat-free Greek plain yogurt. Now, this is 8 ounces of fat-free Fairlife milk, 8 ounces of Kroger Carbmaster milk. We're back to 6 ounces of cod steaks and another 8 ounces of low-fat cottage cheese. Okay, back to 6 ounces. 6 ounces of lean beef roast, 6 ounces of lean pork roast, 6 ounces of veal, 6 ounces of lean cut sirloin steak. We have 2 whole eggs. These are large eggs. And then 6 ounces of lean pork chops. The idea by which I have added these calories, you guys, the reason why I've added the calories is if you will stay between 300 and 400 calories, 300 and 400 calories, maximum 300 and 400 calories for every eating episode. You obviously won't have to count your calories for breakfast because breakfast is very small. But come lunch and dinner, you may think Jason has got me set up to, I don't give very many calories. Well, if you look at the chart and pick foods, you can look at your portions and the calories that go with those portions, and you'll see that most of you could not put 400 calories of any of those foods, save for maybe dinner with a large piece of meat on your plate. You will work hard to find a way to put that many calories on your plate and get them in your belly. Okay, in other words, this food is bulky. This food's bulky. So when you fix it, it's going to be very filling. Going to get excellent results with this challenge. This is probably my, it was my 3rd most popular challenge. I believe it is actually my 2nd most popular challenge now, short only to the Spartan challenge, which we'll be doing in the next month or so. However, this challenge is going to be this next coming week, Monday through Friday, 5-day challenge. Costs $10 to participate. If you're watching on Facebook, I've actually put a link in the whichever way it is in the wording where you can sign up for the challenge on the Shibboleth website. If you're a Shibboleth member and you know what the website looks like, what you do is when you log in, you'll go right here where this orange tab is. Go to challenges. This is the group challenge section. Scroll down, you'll see 2021 Resurrection Challenge Round 2. Okay, and this is where you'll sign up for the challenge. You'll have, see this finish tab that's green? There'll be one here that says accept. Okay, and if you click the accept, it'll ask you for a front facing and a side facing picture, and then it'll ask you for your credit card information. You'll put that in, get signed up. I will guide you through the challenge as we go. Now, another thing that I'm going to tell you guys to do as you sign up, please register for the Facebook group and the text alerts. You'll find those here under entry fee of $10. You will not see any of these buttons until you sign up for the challenge. Okay. The food list is here. The guidelines are here. And we also have this awesome dressing cheat sheet. So we created a download where challengers can have all of the dressing recipes at their fingertips. Okay. The fat burning blue cheese dressing. We have the homemade ranch dressing. We have the MCT Catalina dressing. We have MCT salad dressing. This is kind of like a vinaigrette or an Italian dressing. We have the dill pickle salad dressing and the avocado pickle salad dressing together. We have Kristen's Panera. This is Panera Bread's copycat poppy seed dressing. A ginger dressing. This is one that we really like when we feel like stepping out, putting dressing on something. And you have the honey mustard dressing and the Russian dressing. See if there's one more. Olive Garden, copycat dressing, another Italian dressing. And that's all the dressings that we're supplying for this coming week's challenge. Is there anybody that has questions so far? I want to make sure I cover everybody's questions well. Anybody at all? Well, I've blown through the challenge and I even preached a little bit, so maybe y'all are good. Any questions at all related to the orientation? I tell you what, we will be sending out a text alert every night at 6 p.m. That will remind you of the roundup we have every morning. A roundup is about a 30 to 40-minute class. Monday through Friday, I will get you together 9 a.m. on Zoom. It will not be on Facebook. Those classes are only available to people that are in the challenge. And we'll talk through whatever's going on. May have some prayer time together, may talk about Jesus. We may talk about all kinds of stuff. You know, you bring an issue to the roundup, I will do my best to have it covered. Okay. And I'm going to get to you, Shannon. Also, I will send you a text alert at 8:45. Now, you may think that that's overkill, but there's a lot of people who prefer to have a reminder that we are meeting at 9. Okay. And so that is done for all challenge participants as well. But you got to reply yes to the text that you get when you register for text alerts. Okay. Can we put anything on the vegetables? Sure, you can put MCT on the vegetables, 0-calorie cooking spray. You can use, I can't believe, what is it? It's called Better Than Bouillon. It's salty. Go easy on that. You can use coconut oil. I don't know what I'm missing. But yes, you can put that on the vegetables. Your favorite seasoning, try Mrs. Dash. It's a great low to no sodium. Mrs. Dash is actually a no sodium option. But that's a great question. Thanks, Sherry. I hope I covered that. Here's another question. I may have missed it. Should we just have perfect days this weekend? This is Shannon, who is doing the round 1. Shannon, I will be having perfect days this weekend. I will not be coming off the challenge. I will be rolling right along as we go. We'll have a badge ceremony for round one on Saturday morning, but you're not required to stay with the round one catabolic rules this weekend. If you want to blow it out and have a holiday or have two holidays, that's perfectly fine. Join me next week. We'll get it back off again, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. However, I will not. I am happy with my results and I want to keep them. That's a great question, though. Thanks for asking. Anybody else have questions that I can cover? Anybody on Facebook have questions that I may need to cover? Anybody at all? I can't actually watch all of the groups on Facebook. You may be asking questions and I may have to get to you later. But I really would like to have you guys join me for the challenge. We're 100% knocking it out of the park in round one. I know round two can be just as good. If you'll come looking for a blessing, the master will meet you at the well and tell you everything you ever knew about yourself. He already knows it all. Ask him to be your guide, keep you on track, and you will be surprised at how well you will do. All right. It's a great challenge, Gina. I know you will enjoy it. All right, Facebook, I'll say so long. I'm not getting too many questions. It's been a good time. Love to have you guys. If you're looking for a special deal on Shibboleth and you'd like to sign up for Shibboleth, reach out to me in Messenger. I'll be happy to help you or any friends you have learn all about Shibboleth and get you signed up at a deep discount. All right. Have a good night, you guys. Thanks for joining me.